it's actually like working.
Working? I can hear you.
Okay,
Hopefully
good.
they can hear you
I hope so.
here live on the hump. Can you
Woohoo!
imagine if for the next hour people are just listening to me talk and then trying to figure out, well, that should be a game. What is Becky saying? Have you ever seen
Lip
those? Like,
reading?
yeah, yes, lip reading. That's a word.
Yeah.
That's a game.
That would be super fun, I think.
Yes. This is always fun with you
Oh,
on a
I know.
Wednesday.
I missed you last week.
I know.
Yeah, it was
I
very
was
sad
literally trying to think of why we missed last week, and I don't remember.
because I was all over the place and I was busy.
Oh,
It was,
yes,
it
you,
was my fault.
yes, yes. And now I
Totally my
feel
fault.
it is early in the morning, and 25 things have happened already this morning over here.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we have connected
Yeah.
here.
Today we are here. We're making the magic of the hump happen.
I know we had literally a handful of people contact us about where we were last week. So we're here,
It's true.
and we're happy we're here.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I have a question and maybe a TMI story to tell you, but are you, before we start, are you, because this just happened, are you a procrastinator or a like, get something, if something happens, let's say you owe money to the IRS for last year's taxes.
Yeah.
And you also had to do that the year before, and you know that you have to wait and then you have to apply for a payment plan because you can't afford those things. And so then you get another one for this year, and then you get the letter, and then you realize the evening of the due date that you haven't applied for said payment plan. Is that you? Or are you I got the letter and I fixed it right away?
I'm a combo.
Hmm.
So I will try to like just do things and get it done and be done with it. But then there are some things that if I don't do that and I set it aside, then it ends up being that like last minute,
No.
like now I've got to take care of it.
Yeah. Well, I am talking through this with my therapist about my fear of money. I
Mm,
fear not having any,
yeah.
and I fear having it. Like both of those things scare the crap out of me.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't like it. I don't like any of it.
Yeah.
And so that's what's happening, and I just spent, I don't think we're late today, but I was just on the little chat thing with the IRS as they helped me set up my payment plan.
I will say with that organization in particular, I've been having
Mhm.
some communication with them, and it's like I get a notice from them that says I haven't done something, and then they say they have 30 days to respond to me, and then when I call them, they're like, "Oh, well, we need another 60 days."
Uh,
So, I don't really think it's fair that
no.
they can, assess penalties day by day, but then they can just be like, "I need more time."
Mm. Yeah,
It's not
you
right.
should get a deduction every day that they don't answer your question.
Exactly. Yeah. I think pretty soon I'm gonna be down to zero on my penalty.
Yeah,
So
you'd be
I
like,
don't
keep it
know.
going. Yeah.
I mean, we're at like 90 days now. So
Wow. I just hate the whole thing. I
I do
hate.
too. That kind of thing gives me a lot of anxiety.
Mhm.
So not that like I would have been intentionally waiting not to do something, but everything about that kind of situation would freak me out.
This is my this is how like paralyzing money is to me is that we, like went through the whatever, the toll or whatever, and you get a bill in the mail for a
Yep.
dollar 50 or whatever it
Yeah.
is. And that sat on my desk for weeks until like the due date because I don't know what it is. I like couldn't pay it. Like I couldn't bring myself to pay the dollar 50. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. That one I would have just done.
Yeah, no. I was like, what if that's the last dollar 50 I need for gas? I don't know. There was just something about it that
Yeah.
just anyway, this isn't therapy. It's too early in the morning for that.
Yeah.
But if you are out there and you are a therapist and you know the answer and why I'm like that, please let me know.
Well, I hope that your therapist is helping you work through like how to manage all of that, I guess, so that
Mhm.
you're not like paralyzed by inactivity because of the fear of no money or too much money.
Right. Yeah, we're working through it.
Yeah,
Updates every week. Don't worry,
yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough. I'm a little bit weird with money too, and yeah,
Yeah. I
my
don't know.
weirdness is I like having cash, and
Mm.
so it'll be like if I have any cash in a bank account, I'm content to be like, yeah, I'm just going to let that cash be there so that when I need some cash, it's there for me to take if I need it. And everybody else will be like, oh, well, that's not even a savings account. You're not earning interest. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm content for it to just be there so that like
Yeah.
I have it if I mean, honestly, I'd be content to put it under my mattress.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
It's frowned upon.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Do you
like,
know what I'm? Oh, yeah.
I just always hear like, is your money working for you? Are you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, just leave it alone. I
Yeah.
want to know that if I need to, take out a couple $1,000s for anything, that I could do it.
Yep. And
Yeah.
you know what? My money might be tired and it needs a little rest too. It doesn't always have to be working. Do you know, speaking
Yeah.
of always working, you know what I will spend money on though?
Tell me.
This right here.
Hold on.
Oh, she's upside down. Madonna. She has a
So cute.
new album coming out on Friday.
Where did you get that fun poster?
Well, I went to an exclusive album pre-release party last weekend
What?
in Mooresville.
Tell me more. Do tell.
Well, I wish there was a lot to tell you, but it was kind of a bust. So we found this release party. There was supposed to be one in Charlotte, but then it apparently got canceled, and then we found out after that it wasn't canceled. So we could have just gone to Charlotte, but instead we drove all the way to Mooresville during the rain. I don't even know what that was. Tsunami.
Yeah.
And it was the rumor was that we were going to be able to listen to the album
Yeah.
before it came out. So of course I would like to be a VIP. And I
Yeah.
told my friend Kevin that, and he said, "Oh my God, how much were tickets?" And I said, "It's free and open to the public." So maybe that would have been a clue that maybe it wasn't as exclusive as I pretended it was. So we get there, and there's about 12 of us. And we get to the place that it was registered at, and they said, "No, it's not here. It's somewhere else down the street." And so then we had to walk down the street and try to find that place. And then we got there, and it was right at the start.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, "Oh, he's still upstairs putting it together, like prepping." And I was like, "Okay, well, I mean, I'm here. Like, I'll wait if it's going to be a fun little
Is
party."
this like someone's home
No.
or
It was originally at a record store. That's
okay?
like who was putting it on, but they were holding it at a bookstore.
Okay.
And so,
Bookstores are known for their dance parties.
yeah, yes, absolutely. I mean, it was so we go upstairs. They finally are like, "Yeah, you can go upstairs."
Okay.
And I'm not sure what he was setting up, but he had some chairs sitting around.
Okay.
It almost looked like an intervention. Like it looked like we were there to maybe like discuss Madonna and not like participate in
We're
this
here to
party.
talk about your obsession with Madonna.
Yes, it was. Yes, exactly. But I had read that there were free posters, there were free T-shirts, buttons,
Yeah.
and we were going to hear the album. And so he has one speaker sitting in front of us, and he's sweating. Like there's sweat stains on the front of his shirt, like, and a folding table, and that was it. And so he said, "Okay, well, I just got this link, and there are 9 songs, and the album is either 12 or the deluxe with 16." So we're like,
Okay.
"Okay, well, maybe it's not all of them, but that's okay."
Yeah. But a couple of them were already out, right? Like, because she has one with
Yeah.
is it Sabrina Carpenter?
Sabrina Carpenter, yeah,
Yeah.
she has a couple that she has released.
Okay.
So the first song is a song that's already been released. We're like, okay. The second
Like,
song,
warm enough, warm
yeah,
enough.
like that's okay. It's the album. That's the first
Yeah.
song on the album. Let's go for it. The second
Yeah.
song is a remix of that song that's already been released. The third song is the another remix of that song that's already been released. The fourth song is the one with Sabrina Carpenter.
Hmm.
Okay, we've heard it. Yep. The fifth song is a remix of that song with Sabrina Carpenter that's
Yeah.
already been released. The seventh song is a remix of the Sabrina Carpenter song that's already been released. And then the battery on the speaker died.
And at this point, were you like, maybe we just have enjoyed the time that we had here already, and it's time to
Yeah.
head home.
It was a fun drive. We listened to the Confessions tour. Like, yes.
Okay.
And so then he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. We've been looking for this chord since we've been trying to set up for this. And there's a bar on the left side of us and a bar on the right side of us. Like, give me 10 minutes. I'll go find a new speaker. And so they also had like those like slip mats that you put on record players. Those were a giveaway if you pre-ordered. And so one of the guys there goes, so can we get our slip mats now? Because I think we were all under the same, like, if we can get our freebies, why don't we just...
Then we're done. Yeah, let's get our stuff.
And he was like, oh no, those can't be released until next week. So we waited the 10 minutes and he came back and he turned it on and he was like, do you want me to start that song over? Or... And we were like, nah, we're good. We've heard it already. And so now we're on song 8, which is a song that's already been released.
Yeah, I'm noticing a pattern.
Yeah, and song 9, also a song that's been released. And then all of a sudden it just like cut out. And he was like, well, I guess that's it. And
so sucks. Like,
and I saw on other, because this thing was happening all over the country. Like different record stores were doing this. And I saw unboxings, they had like big cardboard things that you could, like photo ops and big banners, all this stuff. We had none of that. And then, so we start, because, it's 12 older gay guys. So we start helping him clean up. We start folding our chairs up and we start putting them back. And then one of the guys goes, are there t-shirts? Because there were supposed to be t-shirts and then a raffle for like a vinyl, like a couple different vinyls and like, what is this? And the guy said, well, yeah, but there's only one of each size. So there's one small, one medium, one large, extra large.
You guys got hornswoggled big time.
And so he gave, there was like one guy that was like trying to make it fun and he was like kind of up dancing and kind of making fun of whatever. And so he was the extra large and we were like, yeah, give him the extra large. And then there was a guy that was there with his mother and his mom was like, you're a large. And so we were like, just give him the large. And then I just turned to Tony and I was like, well, let's just go.
It's just time to go.
We can be home before it's dark. Let's go.
Oh, I'm sorry that experience was not everything that it should have been what you hoped and dreamed for.
Yeah, it was an experience.
Yeah.
So
what are you doing to prepare for, you have 2 days now.
Oh, God.
Until the release of, is it Confessions 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for looking that up. Thank you. Yes. So it comes out on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I've taken most of
it. How are you going to be celebrating on Friday?
Well, I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
There is a release party at a bar, Argonne, Friday night. But, it goes pretty late. And we all know I'm not one to stay up that late. So we're trying to figure that out. Our other option is to have you over and play some music and play games. And that's probably how this is going to fold out or roll out.
I think what I really need to know at this point is, do I need an outfit? Because if so, I need to embellish and I need to prepare for that. So if it's Argonne, I need time to get my bustier ready.
Right.
Versus if it's like stretchy pants and a tank top, then I am solid. I've got it.
Good. Well, the problem is our dog is so scared of fireworks, and Friday is the 3rd, and so they're going to. So we have. I should have taken a picture. We have a little headband for her that's supposed to help with hearing. medicate her,
Yeah.
but I just feel bad leaving her.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because we could give her a medication and she could go hang out and go to sleep and we could be out of here by 9.
Yeah. You could just put on some like, sleepy time playlist for her
Yeah.
along with her headband.
And she could be good and then we could be out. So I don't know. Right after this today at 8 a.m., I'll go talk to Tony about it.
Okay. Because if I need for Friday.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. Yes, I get it.
These fuckers aren't just going to hoist themselves out
No.
my dance party.
No. Cone bra doesn't just show up out of nowhere.
No. I don't just have one laying around.
Oh.
I know. It's shocking. You know what I do have laying around, though?
No.
I have a quiz for you.
Uh-oh.
Because I knew about your passion for Madonna and this
no. Okay.
And I have a quiz to test your knowledge about your beloved Madonna.
Okay, if this was a Rosie quiz, I would have no fears, but a Madonna quiz could make me nervous. Okay, let's go.
I'm pretty confident because I think even I, who am a fan, but am not a super fan, I felt confident in these.
Okay.
So I have total confidence in you.
Thank you.
And if you win, and you have to get 8 out of 10 right to win, I will pump you up with Alani's on Friday so that you can be up past 8 o'clock.
Yes. Okay.
So that's the win is get you jazzed up.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Go.
And this. What is Madonna's full name? Is it A, Madonna Louise Ciccone, B, Madonna Sparkle Glitter Queen, or C, Lady of Eternal Reinvention?
Well, it depends on what circle you run in, but it's A.
Yay! Okay, so far that's like I'm gonna put the Alani.
One Alani.
Okay. Question 2. Madonna was born in which state? A, California.
Michigan.
B, Michigan.
Detroit, Michigan. Well, somebody.
Which song made everyone dramatically point at themselves and ask existential questions? A, Like a Prayer, B, Vogue, or C, Material Girl?
Point at themselves?
Yes, point at themselves and ask themselves existential questions.
What were my options?
Like a Prayer, Vogue, or Material Girl?
Material Girl.
You are correct. Once again, you're doing fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
All right, question 4. Finish the lyric. Strike a pose.
There's nothing to it.
I didn't even have to give you the option.
Oh, I forgot that I could have options.
That's pretty good. The other options were then take a nap or C, and hydrate responsibly.
Yeah, well, that'll be Friday.
All right, question 5. Which of these is not a real Madonna Ray of Light style album title? A, Confessions on a Dance Floor, B, Ray of Light, or C, Yoga at Midnight?
Well, Yoga at Midnight is...
No, but I'd be down for it, I feel like.
Right, yeah, that seems like something she would release.
Yeah. Okay, Madonna has been called A, the Queen of Pop, B, the Duchess of Dance Breaks, or C, the Supreme Commander of Sequins?
The Queen of Pop, the best-selling female artist of all time.
Fantastic. What's the one thing Madonna is famous for besides music? A, reinventing her image constantly, B, aging backwards somehow, or C, starting trends before everyone else?
Is there all of the above?
You could make it all of the above.
I'm going to say all of the above. What's their answer?
I think so too. I like all of the above.
Yeah. What was their answer or your
answer? Their answer was A, reinventing her image.
Okay.
But I do think she's aging backwards because she just constantly looks fantastic.
Yeah,
and she does start trends. So yeah, I think it really is all of the above. I like that better. Okay. Which movie featured Madonna playing May Mortabito? A, A League of Their Own, B, Evita, or C, Desperately Seeking Susan?
God, who else was in A League of Their Own? I'm going to say A League of Their Own.
It was the League of Their Own. Who
Co-starring
was
Rosie
that other
O'Donnell.
person that I think it's another one that you super fan over.
I think it might be someone that we all know. Yes, Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Star of the Flintstones.
Yeah. I think you've already won, but I do have 2 more questions, so I'm going to ask them. What is the correct reaction to hearing that there's a new Madonna album coming out on Friday? A, casually nod. B, prepare emotionally and locate your best dance shoes. Or C, pretend not to care but secretly stream it immediately.
Oh, B, of course.
Yeah, of course. And if Madonna has a new album coming out on Friday, what do you think fans should expect? A, bold visuals. B, dance-worthy songs. Or C, at least one moment that makes the internet lose its mind. Or we could
all of the above.
Yeah. Yay! Okay, so you have won all the Alanis that I can provide for you on Friday to be energized to go out and have like a great listening party experience.
All right, let's go. Let's do it. Sold.
Amazing.
Sold.
I love it. You did a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah.
Speaking of music, last weekend I actually went to a One Voice chorus concert. Mm-hmm. One Voice is Charlotte's LGBTQIA plus and allies chorus, and they did a concert that was called You Better Sing, and it was like a sing-along, and it was super fun.
You sent, I think, 1 or 2 pictures, but I saw no videos of you singing.
Yeah, no. Nobody wants to see videos of me singing.
But did you sing?
I did sing, yeah.
What kind of songs?
They did a mix. So they they started with Queen. There was a like 70s medley. And then there were some other like more contemporary songs. So there was a Lady Gaga song. There was, now I can't remember the other song.
No Madonna?
An Adele song.
No Madonna.
No Madonna.
Wow.
No. But it was good. It was entertaining. It was fun. Like they did a nice job with their singing, and they had some, little dances, and so it was good. It was a fun experience.
That's fun. Maybe next time then I'll go. I thought it would be everybody's like standing in a circle, and you're all like a silent disco, but the opposite of silent disco. Like where you have
it was that was not the case. You totally could have handled it.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a lot
for
of
the next concert that they have.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think you could totally handle it. So that was a lot of fun.
What else have you been up to?
So I went to this event. I don't even know what to call it. This event that was hosted at a brewery by this group called Project Enough. And the woman that heads it actually teaches and does a lot of work in like gender studies and feminism. And it was interesting. The event was called, hold on, let me find the actual title because I can't remember it. The rules were never random. Women power in the systems that shaped lives. And it was really interesting. She talked about all these different things in history and feminism in history. And it was really great, and kind of talked about some of the myths and things that we've been taught that weren't really true. So all of that was really cool. But one of the things that really spoke to me, being in the world of compensation, is she shared this ad, and I had to come home and look it up afterwards. But in 2010, Summer's Eve released an ad, a print ad, that was confidence at work, how to ask for a raise. And of course, it all starts with basically like, make sure you're smelling okay. And like the first one is like, shower and use your Summer's Eve wash and wipes and all these things. And then like, as it goes through their steps, then it gets to like, talk about your value, how you've contributed to the organization, like things like that. But it blew my mind. I was surprised that in 2010, like they would come out with that as their ad. And I was like, I am like, that stuck with me, and I am going to use that when I do some of my talks about how to ask for a raise and things like that. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I was going to say something inappropriate. I thought I was going to say, are you going to keep in mind to use your Summer's Eve before you go do a talk?
Yeah, for sure.
In order to have a successful talk.
That's the key to success, really. Yeah.
Summer's Eve. Is that still a thing? Are they still
I honestly don't even know.
I don't either.
Because your body is actually pretty amazing, and like the vulva and vagina, like it's kind of a self-cleaning.
Yeah, oven.
there's a lot of misconceptions about some of those products, and
Mhm.
so everything about it, I was just like, I cannot even believe I'm looking at this right now. Like, so I had
It,
to come home and look it up to it. Just like, did they? When was this? Did they really? Yeah, they did.
it
So
sounds very 1970.
yeah, but it was like
Yeah.
in the 2000s. Yeah, I was pretty horrified by it. Actually, a lot of the things that she said were just like jaw on the floor. It was really
Wow.
interesting. But Project Enough, and she does different events and different talks and things. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for more because I thought it was really interesting and
That's
I
fun.
learned a lot. So
Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah.
Lovely.
Let's see. Well, since we're already on this, personal path, I got my mammogram.
Yeah.
So, that's important. Results are all good. So women out there,
Good.
get your mammogram if you
Yes.
haven't done that.
Yes. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but you can do it any month. It doesn't
Yes.
have to
Don't
be.
don't wait for
Yeah.
October.
Why well, it's July 1st. First of all, it's July.
I know. Isn't that
So
crazy?
welcome everyone. Um, but why June for you?
It was just time for me to do it and I hadn't. And at my age, in your 40s, it's typically recommended to do it at least once a year. I think somewhere in your 50s, maybe they start to go to every other year and then they can stop at some point in your 70s. But
Mm,
it's a really great detection tool to detect early cancer.
yeah.
Like before you might have symptoms or notice anything or feel anything, your mammogram can detect that. So
Yes.
all my people out there, get your mammogram.
Come on.
Yeah.
I had a mammogram once.
Tell me more.
First of all, men can get breast cancer.
Got it. Yep.
But I was in a physical and they felt something
Yep.
and that was the way that they could do it.
I think that's perfect. Yep.
Yeah. But I was also fine.
Yeah. You're probably like, but yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to take care of yourself. And
It's true.
you're exactly right. Men can get breast cancer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is true.
Yeah. So if
Um,
you're a man and you do feel something, get it checked out.
yeah.
If you're a woman, even if you don't feel something, get your mammogram. Early detection is the best way to prevent,
It's true. Yes.
catastrophic consequences.
Yes. And you know your body better than anyone.
Yeah.
So, got to be your own advocate.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. That is all of my personal body talk that I have for you today.
Nah, we still have a half an hour. I don't believe that. It is. Oh, also your game show. We didn't even talk about that.
Oh, yeah. That was fun. That was fun.
Your sold out game show.
Yeah. Yes. That was fun. So I did Battle of the Generations.
Mhm.
Rich was there. Did you have any takeaways? Did you learn anything?
I'm trying
on
to.
the spot.
I know it feels like it was forever ago. That's why I
It
had to
does.
write it. Like I was thinking, before we like, what have we not talked about? What has happened? What? I think what I was surprised maybe at like I'm always confused by years of different like boomers and Gen
Mhm.
X and Gen like where those kind of lie and also how big of a gap that really is. Like
Yeah.
how uh big like how the spectrum of ages in those is pretty interesting to me.
Yeah. They're typically around 15 years. And then the older, like the traditionalists, are a little bit of a bigger group. But typically kind of around 15 years. And then different,
Mhm.
the different naming conventions over time.
Yeah.
Although I think what's more important is not so much like that group, it's more like what's age appropriate, like what's
Mhm.
happening at ages. And so,
Mhm.
that's my whole thing is it's the things that people were doing like at that time that they were in that age, they were doing the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you love about it? Like, and now that it's over, and you like, tell her. I want to hear like your from the host side. How was
Well,
it?
one, I like to get up and do those kinds of talks, and it's fun. To me, what I think is so fun about it is that people are so engaged. Like I
Mhm.
love when I do an event or a talk and people are not just on their phones. Like
Yeah.
that is my sign of like I'm doing a good job if people are not just completely distracted or bored.
Hmm.
And I also like the number of times that I had to be like, all right, let's come back together and talk about this because like people were so engaged in dialogue at their tables about what we were discussing. And so I
Yeah.
love it when that happens.
Yeah.
I love an engaged group.
They also love a good giveaway, and you had some good giveaways, so
Oh, thank you.
good
Yeah.
prizes.
I just got these new whistles and I'll show you. My friend Chris made them for me. He makes all kinds of fun things. And I actually have somebody who took a couple of these, and I saw him at another event a week later. He said he took two for his kids, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, those are the loudest whistles ever." And I was like, "Oh, you're welcome. Enjoy
I,
those."
I need one of those to go to the mountains next week for bears.
Yes, this one I will put a ring on it, and it will be yours.
Love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you know what else I
Oh
should
man.
bring to the? I want to show you this. If you're near Target, I don't know if there are any left, but these are half off. They were $14.99. They're now $7.49 at Target.
Ooh, a peanut butter s'mores kit.
And if you'll notice right here,
Vegan.
vegan,
That's
all
amazing.
vegan, and it makes 8 of them.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's pretty
dark
awesome.
chocolate peanut butter cups, vegan marshmallows, and graham crackers.
That's awesome.
I may have picked up
Especially
a few
because it's
bucks.
harder to find the vegan marshmallows.
I know, and I think it's so who at Target was like, yeah, we should probably create a vegan kit for s'more. Like,
I love it that they did so that you can get it on clearance.
I know. Well, they had a lot left, so apparently no one else did, but I was excited, and they're on
I,
clearance. So
I'm excited. I'm excited for you. That's awesome.
yeah, maybe I will keep some. We can have them on Friday at our pre-going out party. An Alani
Yeah.
and a s'more. What's
Yeah.
better?
Oh, that sounds just wonderful.
That sounds disgusting. Yeah.
Tell me more about the mountains. This is next
Oh
weekend.
gosh, I know, and I was gonna research this so because I knew it was gonna come up, and I knew you were gonna ask. We're going to Mount. Let me,
You know what? What matters is that you have s'mores, and
yeah,
that is really the key piece.
Is Mount Holly a thing?
Mount Holly. That's a town near here,
Is that in North Carolina? I feel like that's
but it's not like a mountain town.
all right. Well, let me hold on, everyone. Just talk amongst yourselves, and I will find the video because
Well,
there's a.
it's okay. Like it's
Okay.
going to be some kind of mountain
I'll
somewhere.
talk about it next week because it's
Okay.
happening next week. We have to
Okay.
get
We'll
through this
save that.
weekend.
We'll save that. Yes. Put
Yeah,
that on
it'll be
our
very exciting.
return to discussion list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
But we're gonna
So
go.
this
Yep.
weekend, though,
Uh-huh.
not going to the mountains,
Yep.
celebrating Madonna.
Yes.
And then I know you said that your dog does not like the fireworks, but there are
Mm,
several opportunities for fireworks this weekend,
yes.
even
Yes.
right here in Lancaster.
I
So
know.
they've got Friday down in Lancaster, but also Friday at the Indian Land Middle School.
Hmm.
So lots of fireworks going on.
And those were there. It's coming back to Indian Land, if I read correctly, right? Or are they every year? I feel like they were not there, and now they're back.
I couldn't tell you. I feel
Okay.
like we've had them, but I don't know if they were gone. Yeah,
I don't
this is really great reporting. You've heard it here first.
know. I don't know why a news station hasn't picked us up yet as anchors, because
There might
we
be. Well, what I know is there are fireworks this year on Friday, and the fireworks are
yes
starting at 9:20
in Lancaster or Indian Land.
Indian Land. I
All
think they're
right.
probably around the same time in
Okay.
Lancaster. I would guess.
Yeah. There's also the America's 250th birthday bash and fireworks spectacular on Friday at the Fort Mill Amphitheater.
Ooh,
There's the 3-day US of K celebration kickoff in Tega K.
wow.
That starts tomorrow through Saturday.
Are there any parades or anything this weekend?
Well, funny you should ask. There is one in Waxhaw at 10 a.m. I
On
will
Saturday,
Saturday, yes,
and
on the
you
4th
will
of
be
July.
there.
I will be there announcing the floats. So get
Excellent.
there early because they close the roads and then people get angry because,
Oh,
Waxhaw's very tight and not a lot of roads to go through. So get there early, get your spot, and do that. And then after, I'm going to come home, maybe have some s'mores. And then I'm going to Monroe to their festivities for the hot dog eating contest. Lots of
ooh.
people signed up for that. So, how many hot dogs can you eat in 10 minutes?
Is like, do you have an estimate of how many hot dogs a person's going to eat in that time?
I mean, there is a professional hot dog eating contest out there. I'm not quite sure what the winner is, or who.
Like, I'm thinking, like, when you're planning this event, like, how do you know
Yeah.
how many hot dogs to buy?
That's. I think they're having a stack of like 25
Okay.
in front of everyone. The official world record for the most hot dogs eaten belongs to Joey Chestnut, who consumed. Take a guess at how many in 10 minutes.
30,
Higher.
60.
Higher.
Oh, that's disgusting.
76 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Oh, Joey Chestnut, what are you
Joey
doing?
Chestnut. Yeah. July 4th, 2021.
Wow. I wonder if he has any tips or tricks for massive hot
We
dog
should have brought him
quantity
on.
eating.
See, we
No,
should have brought him on here to talk about this. You want to guess how many calories that is?
no.
It's 22,800 calories.
Wow.
So that's
But
for
you
the
know what?
men.
He probably just pukes them up afterward. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
cannot
true.
imagine eating that and then having that sit in your stomach, like to digest. I'm sure that's just immediately
Coming back
right
up.
back.
On the women's side, the record is held by Mickey Sudo, who ate 51 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes in 2024. So there's still time to sign up, and you can do that at the City of Monroe.
You know, we are in the middle of World Cup right now, and there are a lot of people who are like super pumped about it and watching a lot of it, and just like it's a thing. And I get it, like that is a worldwide sport. So
Mhm.
even though I'm not that into it, I can understand why others are. I have to admit, I'm struggling to understand the why on the hot dog eating.
Yeah, I mean, where, like, do you have a sense of pride? Like, what's the actual accomplishment, I guess?
Well, you know, we'll have to revisit this next week as well. And after you have been there
Yeah.
to moderate this event, you will hopefully get some of these questions answered.
Yeah, I will keep a tally of how many people throw up and let you know who the winner is. Maybe I'll invite them on the show
Yeah,
for next week.
yeah.
The only World Cup stuff I will be doing is July 19th, the
That's
first halftime show featuring Madonna. So,
it's just the whole Madonna world.
and we're just living in it.
Yeah,
Yep, it's true. It's true.
yeah.
Do you do fireworks? What do you do for the 4th?
I don't typically go out. I mean, I enjoyed them when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, I still enjoy the fireworks, but I don't enjoy people as much.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't like to fight for a spot. So
Yeah.
if it's where I can see them, but still have a little sense of personal space, I'm down for it. Sometimes I like to just go out in my car. I put the top down because I have my little convertible. And if I can like sit in my car somewhere and watch them, that is ideal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or if I can find like a tall building and just watch them around, I'm down for that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
It's a little easier for me because my dog is older and she can't hear so well, so she doesn't get quite so freaked out. But she used to get a little bit freaked out too.
What about the goats?
They don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will be freaked out. They will be huddled together in the corner of the barn, and I'll feel bad for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, fireworks are honestly, I think there's a lot of bad things about them. I think they're not great for the environment. I think they're not good for animals in a lot of different ways. So
I know I was going to go down that route, but then I didn't know if we wanted to talk about that. I think it's awful for people. I mean, it's the 4th of July celebration and military people with PTSD. I think that's awful. Animals in your home and in the outside world. I think it's, I don't know.
I know.
I
I
don't
like
know.
when places do like the drone displays.
Yeah.
Like great alternative.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also don't like when you're in like a little subdivision community thing and people are putting them off right outside your door on the street.
Yeah.
Also fun.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
I know. Okay, so we're not huge fans of them.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. I never really maybe when I was a kid probably.
Yeah.
But I also had a dog that was deathly afraid of them as a kid too, so I just always felt like I don't know. I do love a good sparkler though.
Yeah, there you go. Sparkle away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What anything, I mean, there's a lot of 4th of July things obviously this weekend. Anything else you have?
No, I don't have any other events that are.
Okay.
I just saw lots of the 4th of July, and that was kind of the top of the list when seeing like, hey, what's going on this weekend? So,
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, other than Madonna, of course.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
She should be at everyone's party this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is, I guess this is an event or news. I don't know. I'm just going to say it now and then we can transition to something else. But Waxhaw has a tiny art gallery and they're looking for submissions of local artists to display your work for everybody. And within their art gallery, they'll have a QR code for you that people can go and find your work and everything. So if you're a local artist, it's a great way to promote yourself and your artwork.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you can reach out to Melissa at mjohnson@waxhaw.org and do that. I think that's cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Do you want to spin the wheel?
Yeah.
Okay, let me grab it. Here we go.
Are you ready?
Are we ready, everybody? We should be playing a Madonna song during this. Okay. Your most beneficial event or group for professional networking that you've been to, that you've loved. Where do you go to find?
I think it depends on the purpose because I don't view all like networking groups or associations and things for the same value.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the Carolina SHRM, which is the SHRM chapter for the upper kind of South Carolina area. I like that for meeting good connections and just learning, I think, from people.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it's trying to get the word out about my own work, it's actually probably not as much with that crowd and maybe with the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
But then I like we have the Friday coffee group if I'm looking for more just like support of the other business. So it depends. It just depends because it's, like I said, I don't view them all for the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
I'm going to say the Lancaster Chamber because that's where I met you.
Oh.
Invaluable.
Oh.
But I also really like our Sweetwaters group too. I think it's a great group that has grown over the last year or so.
Yeah.
And I like that everyone's very honest in that group.
Yeah.
And we can really talk about what it's like to be a business owner and we have all kinds of questions and go in all different directions. And I think that's a really good group if you're looking for some real talk about what it's like.
Yeah. I agree. I love it for all those same reasons.
Yeah.
Yay.
Whoop, whoop. Okay. Do you have any news?
I do. So this was interesting. I just saw this article that is about vaping and tobacco use. And apparently down or in the Lancaster County schools, it's a big problem. Like there have been a lot of issues with kids using tobacco products, particularly vaping. And then, of course, there's also like THC, marijuana, and things like that too. But like the tobacco, I think is, from what it sounds like, more prevalent. But I had heard this a couple weeks ago. I was at an event and I was talking to some of the kind of community police officers, and they were talking about the problem with all the vaping. And so I saw an article that talked about how in the schools now, if students are caught, that instead of having out-of-school suspensions, that students would have in-school suspensions, which makes more sense because if you take kids out of school, then they lose out on a lot of different things like learning. And I don't know, I'm not, depending on, of course, violations, I think generally out-of-school suspension is probably not the best. So they've revamped and they've made some changes where students would have an in-school suspension, but part of that is also then education about like the products and the things that people are using and what they're doing. And I thought that was a good change, and I was glad to see that they're making that adjustment. So I hope it's more beneficial to get students to, not use those products.
I, a long time ago when I lived in Maryland, co-hosted a podcast for Harford County Living, shout out Rich Bennett, and he asked me to come on and we talked about with some experts on vaping. And I mean, this was, I don't know how many years ago, 10 years ago.
Hmm.
And I mean, like cigarettes, like they are flavored, they
Yeah.
are like targeted to
Yeah.
kids. And I think people think, or kids maybe think, it's not cigarettes. So
Yeah.
it's, like you don't
They're
understand
not
all of
thinking
it.
it's something bad.
Yeah. So I love
Yeah.
that they're doing education about it too, because it
Yeah.
is awful.
Yeah. There was a CDC statistic that says 10% of high school students currently use tobacco products, vapes or e-cigarettes being the most common.
Wow.
Yeah.
I knew so many people growing up in northern Wisconsin that chewed tobacco in like
Yeah.
high school. Ugh.
I know. I don't. Oh,
Oh,
doesn't appeal to me either.
it smells bad, looks bad. You get it all stuck in your teeth. Like, so
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah. The other thing with this program that I read, they do a referral in addition to like that education. There's a referral to some services to try to like not just the education
Mm,
but to help kids. They said that the youngest student referred for vaping in our area was in third grade, a third grader. So that I thought that was pretty scary, actually.
that's so sad.
Yeah, I thought that was upsetting. Were
Wow.
you ever a smoker?
No. I was a kid who bought candy cigarettes
Hmm.
and wanted to. Like, I wanted to be a smoker. Because back then it was like cool. Like, the
Yeah,
cool kids did it. And I was not cool. So I would pretend and I wanted to be.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I was never a smoker.
I've never had a cigarette. I've never even tried one. No.
I can't
Because
quite say the same there, but I never was a smoker.
I don't, and I don't, I like the smell of cigarettes. Like, if someone's like,
I do
I don't
too.
mind it. I don't
I
like the
do like
old,
it.
like stale, like
No,
cigarette.
I do like it. Like back in the day in college, like you could smoke in bars, and so people would
Hmm.
smoke, and like I liked that smell. And now I get like a little nostalgia for it.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I don't mind the smell of people smoking. I don't like going into someone's house when their walls are yellow and like the stale smoke
Yeah, yeah,
smell.
I
But like a
gotcha.
cigarette smell, I'm not mad about because
Yeah,
yes, it brings me back to those. Yeah, I was in college when that ban came into effect, and
yeah,
everybody, especially in Wisconsin, it was freezing cold, and everybody,
yeah,
and I was the friend who they were like, "We got to go for a cigarette." I'd be like, "Okay," and I'd go outside and stand there while my friends were smoking.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know. It's
hmm.
crazy. But yeah, the kids today don't do it.
Don't do it.
But yeah, but I did think it was scary, like with the vaping, like just to
Hmm.
see what's happening there. And then knowing it's causing like such a disruption and yeah, not good, not good.
No, not at all.
So let's see, other news. So last week, Lancaster County Council passed the budget for 26-27. It's a 201.8 million dollar budget, which is
Hmm.
an increase of more than 40 million from last year's budget. So big increase in
Wow.
the budget there. Um, it was it was a spicy meeting. There were some little snips and sides and comments from some of the council members, and I thought it was really interesting. It's like seeing how the sausage gets made, and yeah. I will say though, I appreciate those who are taking a true interest, like in all of the different areas of spending and what's being budgeted and what's actually happening. Because there were a lot of questions from different council members that were diving into things like really line by line, like what is this about and why is this here, and explain what this is. And so I really appreciate that. Like I want people to be looking out for that, right? Because that's our tax dollars. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that. But yeah, the meeting got a little bit spicy.
I feel like it should. I mean, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of lives you're responsible for and people's
Hmm.
well-being, all of those things. So I feel like it should.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
There is a small increase to our mill rate. So the mill rate is how they figure out what your property taxes are. So essentially, like a mill represents 1/1000th of a dollar. So you kind of take like the value of your property times that mill rate divided by 1,000. Like what I read is that figured that for a $200,000 property, the taxes will go up about $8. I was looking at the mill rate and I was looking at the old mill rate, and the math wasn't mathing for me on that piece of it. But small increase in the mill rate, that I understand. And since there are a lot of infrastructure needs, I get that. But I also want all of this development and all the things that they're doing. It should be paying more money than the residents. So I don't know. We'll see how it continues to go. But one of the things that they increased, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago, is they were looking at increases, and they were talking about increasing, you mentioned this, the minimum wage for county jobs. That didn't happen, but they are doing some general wage increases. So all the sworn staff, so like your police officers and things like that, are getting 5% increases, and then other staff is getting 4% pay increases, which I want people to have increases, but I also don't like their thought that, well, we shouldn't do a comp study because we're not going to be able to fix it. Well, don't you want to know how far off you are and where you're not off? Because I'm guessing that they're not behind on everything. So I don't like the flat fee. I also don't like a flat increase, because if you have a pay equity issue, you just perpetuate it. So I don't like the approach there. I want people to get more money. I want people to be paid a fair wage, but I don't like the way they did it. So
yeah.
But that's because that's my jam, and I could talk about all that all day.
We'll go for it.
Yeah.
You should have a podcast about it.
Yeah, if only.
Yeah. I think you have a new episode of your podcast out this week, don't you? Or is it next week?
We do. Yeah, with Cindy Hall, who she and I talk about senior living and how to plan for that. It's a good one, actually. I listened to it this morning, and I will say it was a good episode.
She's great. Yeah, I learned a lot from her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Other news. So Brian Tucker, speaking of the county, he starts today, the 1st, as our new county administrator.
And he's here to talk all about it. Please, no, he's not. I wish. We need to have better production meetings so we can be like, should we reach out to him? But we don't do that.
We should.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how much they're paying him?
Oh, boy. Can I first ask if you are happy with this paycheck?
Yeah. I am.
Wait, what's the question? How much am I guessing?
What's his annual salary?
$115,000.
It is higher than that.
By how much? Like a lot?
Yeah, a fair amount.
$250,000.
Much closer, yeah. So $260,000 is his annual base pay, which I do think is competitive, right? Like if you look at the areas around us, that's kind of in line with what we're seeing. Not as much as Mecklenburg, but of course this isn't Mecklenburg County, so I completely understand that. But if you do look around us, I do feel like that is a fair rate. And I also look at it from the perspective of, yes, it's local government, but also like those are the skills that I expect a CEO or a COO to have. Like when you think about the areas of responsibility, like I want that person cracking down on the budget so that county council isn't doing it. I want that person pushing back on poor planning recommendations and lack of accurate information out of planning and zoning, not citizens like me. So I am all in favor of that competitive pay, and I think it's competitive. I just want him to do his job.
Yeah. She said with a smile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he can come on here anytime he wants and chat with us. Open invitation.
Yeah.
Happy to chat.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
What do you have any good news? Anything happening you want to share?
My news is that my headphones just beeped at me, which means they're going to die soon. I've been doing a lot of being a guest on a podcast, and so apparently my headphones have been working overtime, and I have not plugged them in. So
say more. Tell us about some of these podcasts.
It's been a lot of podcasts talking about podcasting, because I've been doing that for a long time. A lot of them have been so nice to let me babble on about Rosie for a long time, because people are fascinated by that story. And I want to use it as a way to help build like what a speech would be. Like, I'm good in situations like this. You and I are talking, whatever. I have a guest in other podcasts that I do. But I don't have the confidence to, like, go out and stand in front of a group of people and just, like, talk like you do. Like, watching you in that room, I was like, I want to be Becky. And so this is my way of, like, helping myself, like, what would I talk about? How would I talk about it? And being comfortable with being the person that people are listening to. Like, to me, this is like, I'm not talking, you're talking most of the time. You know, like, I throw you something and then you take it. So I'm trying to get more comfortable with that. Anyway,
Because
so
I talk too much, because I have too much to say.
no, you have lots to say. Otherwise I'd be like, I don't know. What are we doing? No idea. I went to Target. That would be it. So
Well, I'm glad you're doing that. Like, one, I have heard you speak in front of people, and I would not have known that you felt that because I've heard you talk about podcasts and podcasting, and I think you're great at it. But I like that if you don't feel as comfortable as I thought you were, that you're taking this opportunity to work on it, and that having all these different podcasts is helping with that.
yes, and shameless plug, it's also a great way to do your marketing. So that's, you know, so I get a lot of marketing out of that, and it's been fun. It's been really fun. But anyway, that means that we have 4 more minutes, and my headphones are beeping at me. So if I suddenly am looking at you crazy, it means because I can't hear you.
Okay.
But what do I have for news? I have that the Indiana High School Warrior softball team captured the state championship with a 4-0 shutout victory against St. James. It's the 10th state softball championship in the school's historic program.
Congratulations.
Congrats to them.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yep. What else do I have? Did you hear about our new this? Yeah, maybe you did in the new budget that we're getting a full-time coroner.
Yeah.
You're
So,
like, but I have better information. See, this is my thing. I throw it to Becky and then she takes it. Go.
No. So there's a coroner, but as we've grown and they have actually built out space for additional work. So yes, there is somebody who is coming in to like assist and do some additional work and be able to, you know, provide those services. Yeah.
Yes. Locally, as opposed
Locally.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought that was very, like, things that you don't think about as just a normal person, right? Like, you don't on a daily basis go, gosh, I wonder who is our coroner? You don't know until you need one. Now we'll have one. Okay. I don't know what else I have. I feel like that was kind of it. I was just fascinated by the coroner. I just thought that was like such an odd, like.
I think coroner is an elected position, but I think it's other staff for the coroner's office. I don't know. I'm going to have to do a little more research on this now that
Well,
I'm
the thing I had, this is what I have, which means nothing. But they have voted to allow the county coroner to hire a full-time dedicated forensic pathologist. Here we go. Yeah. If I read it all, then maybe I would have a better story for you all. This is why none of the news stations want me. As an internal county employee, this administrative layout eliminates the need for law enforcement and EMS staff to constantly travel out of county for autopsies. So it keeps it all local. So had I read the entire thing and not the first sentence, I would have been better prepared.
Hey, it's all good. It is all good. Yeah, there were several new positions. I think the initial ask in hiring was for like a ton of positions. And after the budget review process, that got whittled down to a more realistic idea across the county. What positions do we need? And I know the coroner is really excited about the qualifications for this pathologist. And because I watched some of those budget meetings, because that's the kind of dork I am. And apparently this pathologist has amazing skills, and it's somebody who's going to be a real asset to the county, and it is coming in. It sounds like at a value compared to market for their skills. So.
Also, can come on the podcast and talk all about it. That would be a great episode.
I would love that because I've been into all of these like forensic books lately, and yeah.
So again, open invitation. I don't have his name, but if you know
yeah, we're gonna have to make this happen because that I love some good mystery and how do they solve things.
Yeah,
Fascinating.
exactly.
Anyway, well,
Right.
before your headphones finally bite it for the day,
Yeah.
I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I
You
hope
too.
that your day improves.
A lot has happened this early in the morning, so we'll see. It might be going back to bed for a little bit is maybe what I'm going to do.
And that is okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'll see you Friday, Becky, for our Madonna extravaganza.
Yes.
And we'll see
Again,
all
let me know what do I need to wear.
All right. I'm going to figure that out now before I take a nap. Bye, everyone.
All right,
Go get the
bye
Madonna
everyone. Have a
album.
great
See
day.
ya.